Okay, hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I don't know how I started with okay. But as you saw by the title, today we are doing makeup, kind of makeup on the chopping block, kind of declutter. So we're going through my collection and we're going to pick out products that I don't necessarily love and want to really just try to use and see if I'm gonna declutter them eventually. So it's October now. Kind of in December I'm gonna do obviously a giant declutter, but then my inventory comes around, and last year I made a set of goals that I kind of wanted to hit for each category, and some of those categories are still over, or some of them aren't even over. Some of them are at a place where I really like, but there's some products that I just don't want anymore, or want to keep testing and see if I really do like them, or if I'm really like one day just didn't work out, so I kind of put them on the bad list, you know. And that happens a lot, honestly. So I have a lot of products that I just want to test out more and kind of use for the month of November, and really focus on using for the month of November, and figure out if I do love them, or if, you know, they're just taking up space in my collection. So yeah, I don't have a super small collection, but I have a pretty decent sized collection. It's not too big anymore. I really have a lot of products that I love, so I really want to make room for those. And then people are still coming out with makeup every single day, and so sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, I have 6, you know, foundations, but they just came out with a new one and I want to try it, like the ColourPop, tinted moisturizer or whatever. Like, I really want to try that, but I have 6 foundations really, and like I just don't have, that's just not necessary for me to have. So we're gonna kind of talk through it, kind of declutter. It's not really, nothing's going yet. Some things I'm kind of made my mind up about, like they'll just have one more chance, but other things are really, I just really don't know. So I'm not really giving them away yet, but I am going to put them on the chopping block. So yeah, that was a long intro for no reason. Without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so here, like, this is the first category, obviously primers. So here we have like my more oily kind of primers. This is literally a face oil, but this one's a prime essence, kind of really liquidy kind of areas. These are more of my, like, they really don't do much besides add like a base for makeup on top of them. Like, I do really like this primer, but I feel like it's nothing out of this world. Like, these are just primers to prep my skin for makeup solely. That's really it. This one's obviously poreless putty primer. This one's more of a more mattifying kind of primer. It's not super mattifying by any means, but it is meant to fill your pores. I don't necessarily have big pores, but I did want to try that, so that's why I have it. And then these over here are more of my hydrating primers. Obviously, they're both hydrating, super hydrating. I really like both of them. And so yeah, that's just an overview kind of how I split them up. Honestly, my primers I'm very good about my primers and what I like to put on my skin. Usually I just use them up and get them out. But like in this case here, these two are literally almost done. This one has maybe one use left, and this one has like it ends, like the product stops like right down here. So it's almost out. The only problem is this one, I have a really bad breakout, and I don't know if it's this breaking me out. Either way, these are both basically done. So really, in a few weeks, I'll only have these. And honestly, none of them are really like I could declutter any of them. I probably just like, honestly, all 4 of these, once these are gone, all 4 of these have to be kind of not on the chopping block, but more tested, because I need a hydrating primer, and none of these are super hydrating. So yeah, this is the only one I haven't used yet, but I do want to keep it. Like, I couldn't get rid of it at all. So here we're kind of really happy. I guess the one that I'll be probably testing out is this one, to see if it breaks me out, and kind of seeing if I could finish it off or if I should just throw it out. So we're going to put that in kind of like this chopping block bin, just so we have something that I know I want to get out of my collection for sure. So yeah, 5 primers, 5 primers is not bad at all, quite honestly, especially because they're so different. So yeah, we're okay with these. Okay, so next is foundation, and over here, these are my more light coverage. This one's kind of medium coverage, but these are just my lighter coverage kind of foundations, and these are definitely my full coverage foundations, like pretty full coverage. I mean, someone who's a real full coverage lover might not count these as full coverage, but for me in my life and the makeup I like to put on my face, these are super, super, super full coverage. So I actually have two foundations here that I kind of need to test out. First is this Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. Again, this is old and it's definitely past its expiration, but honestly, makeup products like that and like having expirations is just in case it goes bad. It's never like you have to use it by then or else you're gonna die. Like, no, it's really not like that. So I want to keep using this, see if it's breaking me out. I don't think it is, but either way, I want to keep using this because also it's not a good shade match for me right now. It's only good for like a couple weeks in the summer and that's it. But I haven't decided yet, obviously, but I want to see if I can use this up by using it only when I'm filming. So kind of like those nights where I know I come home like late and I need to fix my makeup, or if I don't have any makeup on, I want to put on some makeup just to film a video, then take it off. I want to use that for this. And I know, like, kind of wasteful, but it's better than throwing this out. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a good way to use this up, and I want to see if that's possible, you know, like see if that's a good idea. We're gonna she's on the chopping block for now. I don't love this foundation. Again, it's past expiration date. I don't like full coverage and it's not even my shade, so I really should just get rid of it, but I really want to try. So we're gonna chopping block it, see how that goes. And then this next one is the AOA Buildable Satin Foundation. I have the shade Amber 310. Oh, sorry, this is in the shade 420 Honeymeal. Sorry, that was 320 Honeymeal. This one, next one, again, is from AOA Studio. It costs like $2. Now, this one, I think, separates on me, and I haven't decided, and I don't know for sure what it is. Right now, the weather is just very, very dry, and it's drying the life out of my skin. It's ruining my skin. But, like, today, I wore this and this together, and my skin was totally patchy. It looked disgusting. It was clinging to every dry patch. And I don't think it's this because I've worn this alone, and it didn't do that. Whereas this one, I didn't do like a wear test for it. I only did kind of like a quick video on it, and then I wear it here and there, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't wear it enough to know, but today I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? And I think it was this, just because it just, I don't know, it just seems like it could be this. Anyway, I want to test it out to see if it really is this, doing that, like separating on me, or if it's something else maybe, but I really think it's this, so I really want to see this. And then honestly, if it's this, even though it's not old, I'm gonna throw it out because nobody needs a foundation that breaks up like that. That's terrible, and nobody should have to wear that, you know. So honestly, yeah, we just gotta test her. And then hopefully, if I decide what to do with those foundations, I'll have 4, and I love all of these. These two are not like holy grails. Like, once I'm done with them, I won't repurchase them, but I definitely would use them up. These two are definitely holy grails. I love them both. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'll tell you right now, next is concealer, and I'm very happy with my concealer collection. I'm so happy. I had the hardest time with concealer for a while, and I'm just so happy with this collection. I love all of them. These two are not my favorite. These two are definitely my favorite, but these are easy products to just use up and get out of my collection, and kind of test new ones, but they're good for now. These two, I honestly probably could get rid of the shade medium beige because it's really, really light, but it'll work in the winter. And then tan sand is like my better match shade, but I love all of these. These are definitely more full coverage, and I like that in these concealers. And this one's my lightest coverage, Too Faced Born This Way, and it is just my favorite in the shade Warm Medium. I'm not going to go through every single shade of everything because I'm going to do another, again, obviously end of the year declutter, but I'll do another inventory, and then we'll talk shades and stuff like that. But these I'm very, very happy with. 5 concealers? Yes, girl. Yes, please. Next is powder. Of course, my favorites are these 3 back here. These are definitely my least favorites here. It's really funny how I can just split my collection in half and have my favorites and my least favorites. Oh, that's so annoying. Anyway, I'm obsessed with all of these, so I'm keeping these. But these over here, I used this powder today in combination with this BH Cosmetics concealer, and girl, my under eyes look disgusting and crepey. And honestly, like, I like this powder and I don't hate it. I don't feel like it's the worst. I feel like this is just a bad combination for fall and the cold weather, but like when we get into the warmer months, it'll be okay. But so this powder, I don't know if No, I think we're okay with that powder. I feel like these are the two products that I kind of want to put on the chopping block. This Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, I've had it for so long. I definitely haven't had it for 24 months, so we can keep it for another year. But I want to see if I should just give it away to somebody who has not dry skin. My skin is totally dry, and especially now in this, in the colder months, I want nothing to do with this powder at all. The only reason why, like, I'm like, oh, should I get rid of it or throw it out because it's broken and, like, nobody's gonna want that. But either way, I feel like I should just test it out, see how actually mattifying it is. I don't want it to just sit in my collection for all of winter until summer, you know, and I didn't even use it in the summer. That's the thing. So I don't know. Definitely gonna go on the chopping block and just to see what I like about it and what I don't. And then this is the Coty Airspun powder. I have like a little bit left. This is actually my project pan and I'm trying to use it up. But I am going to still put it on the chopping block because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it up after them. But I don't know if I should throw it out or keep using it after that. I don't know. I'm so tired of this powder, quite honestly. But I don't know if it's because it's a bad powder or like I don't like the powder anymore. Or if because I've just been using it for like an entire year now. So I definitely want to see how it looks like on the under eye, setting the face and things like that to see if I still like the powder. And just me having to use it up is the problem, you know? So we're going to put that on the chopping block, see, kind of determine how we're feeling about that. Okay, next is bronzer, and my favorites right now are probably these two, which is so weird. Like, this one is not, I just don't want to use this anymore, but I don't think any of these I would really declutter. The only one is kind of this Amuse Cosmetics matte bronzer. Clearly, it is used and abused. It isn't, there's no way I could give this away to someone and they'd be like, they accept it. This is nuts. But again, it's in my project pan. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it up. And there's not a lot left, but I don't know. I just don't know. So again, chopping block kind of product to see like if after this project pan or after, you know, the end of the year, do I get rid of it or do I keep using it? I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know what about this makes me not want to use it or not want to have it in my collection. Is it the project pan or is it the fact that it's not a good bronzer and I don't really know. I really like it. I did like it for a while. I just haven't been using it. So I don't know. Again, chopping block. But these, I'm very happy. For bronzers, I'm so proud of that. So proud of that. And these two are both in project pans as well. So it's not like that it's a project. I don't know if it is the project pan because these are both, but I love this bronzer. Oh my gosh. This combination right here. Superb. So proud of this collection. But these should be gone eventually too because they're very mini. So we'll only have two. I'm proud. I'm proud of this collection here. All right, so next we have a blush, and clearly you can see which blushes I like. I love all these blushes. I'm keeping all my e.l.f. blushes. I thought about decluttering like the shade Twinkle Pink here, and but I don't need to. It's old anyway, so no one's really gonna want it. But also, like, I use it from time to time, so it's not that serious. You can see like the rings, not the rings, like the things in there because I use it, but it's just like whatever. My favorites definitely Blushing Rose and Mellow Mauve. Those are my favorite. I can show you this one. So pretty. The prettiest blushes of life. So I'm keeping all of these. So the one that I'm kind of on the fence about is definitely the Balm Beach by The Balm. It's just a neutral blush. It's nothing. It does nothing for me. Honestly, I used it in a Shop My Stash, and I didn't want to use it. Like, I was, like, using all my other products because I did not want to use this. So, I don't know if it's just, like, not, you know, my thing anymore or what. If I don't like the shade anymore or if it's truly gone bad. I don't know. And I don't think so because, I mean, it was on clearance at Kohl's or something like that. It's 12 months, but I don't know. So, I really want to keep testing it out, see if it's the shade that doesn't work for me. Anything. I really just don't know. So I definitely want to keep trying this out. This is the only blush, really. This one's new. We'll talk about that in a second. But really, that was the only blush I decided to keep out of all my other blushes besides my e.l.f. ones. Like, I must have really liked it, but I just don't know why. I just don't want to wear it anymore. I don't know. So we're going to put that in there. And then, I moved to the side. And then this is the last one is this Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush and Mauve Sunrise. I freaking dropped it twice when I got it. And look, it keeps coming out of the pan. But this is this is such a pretty blush. And I put it out on my desk because I want to use it before it, like, totally collapses on me. But it's a very creamy blush. So I don't know if I should count it as my cream blushes or my powder blushes. I don't know. This is definitely something I could use up easily because it's such a pretty blush. And it's so freaking small. But I love this blush. I love it. The full sizes are like $20-something, and I'm like, no thanks. I like this little mini size. So I'm going to obviously keep that. That one's not really need to be tested. So next is highlighter. Clearly, I'm keeping all of these. None of them really need to be tested. Actually, you know what? This one, actually, I need to test. This is the Essence All About Matte. Whoa. Essence Be My... Whoa. Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade number 10 Be My Highlighter. This, actually, I wore this a little bit ago, and it was too light for me. And I was like, what the heck? And I forgot about that. I forgot that I had put it in my Shop My Stash, and I was like, girl, why are you so light? And it was never like that. It never felt like that before. And so I don't know, again, if, like, my tan is just not going to wear off as it used to. Or that's it. Kind of swatch there. It looks really light on my hand too, or like, I don't know if maybe I won't get that much lighter, or if I do get lighter, like I don't know, is it worth keeping until I get light enough for it? I don't know. I really did love it last year. That's why I'm kind of like on the fence, like I can't just declutter it. But yeah, so we're gonna throw that in there. I forgot. But these two are my children. These are my babies. I love them with all my heart. Would never get rid of them. Here we go. All right, so let's just finish off kind of like this category of face products. These are all my cream products. I'm keeping this one for sure. Kind of on the chopping block is definitely this one. This is the Ulta Beauty Lip and Cheek Color Stick. It doesn't have a shade on it. The only reason why this is on the chopping block, I love the packaging. I love that it's in a stick form. It's so easy. You just rub it on. I'm not obsessed with the shade, I don't think. I think it's the shade. I like this one a lot better. And so, like, what's the point of keeping two cream blushes? Like, there's no way I use them both up. So I don't know. Like, I'm kind of just seeing if this is unique enough to keep in my collection. Do I like it enough to keep in my collection? So I definitely want to keep testing this out. Again, hopefully we can test all these things out over here, like, the entire month of November and really get a good opinion on it. These are two. I counted this as my cream contour, because sometimes I use cream contour. And then this, I like these. So these are okay. I don't feel like I need to put them on the chopping block, because I wouldn't get rid of them. I'd probably just use them up and that's it. But yeah, now let's move on to like eyes and stuff. Okay, so before we go into eyes, I literally forgot about face palettes. I don't know why face palettes are literally my favorite. Obviously, we have my favorite, which is this kind of Mary Kay Empty palette. It's the hardest to open. Dang it. The heck. It literally has all my Tarte blushes in here, and a bronzer and a highlighter in here. From Tarte, this is my favorite, like, non-negotiable, my favorite. Again, I think that's why I kind of had so little of blushes in general, and why this one is not so much unique, because I have, like right here, these are all different variations of this shade, and I love my Tarte blushes more, so this one just has to be tested a little bit more, see if it's unique enough, you know? But, obviously, keeping. Now, I do have this e.l.f. one, obviously keeping, not obvious, but I love this one as well. It has a bronzer and a blush in here. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. This Madison Miller Ofra collab. It looks disgusting because I use it so much and I love it. The highlighters in here, I wore them today and they were really icy, like very icy kind of shades. So they're not my favorite for fall, but in the summer, this blush trio is gonna, this trio is gonna be great. So obviously, like, just, not obviously, but keeping my Huda Beauty is my favorite. I love that. Now, it's kind of down to these three here. And honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Try to get more space. And honestly, like, this is just so hard for me because, I got these two in an Ipsy the same month. I was super excited because I do love face palettes. But my conundrum is that this shade is too light for me. This is too light for me. And these blushes are not my favorite shades. This is like a baby pink. But honestly, these two both honestly pull more baby pink than they look. And it drives me nuts because every time I put it on, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And and it's almost like these blushes might work better for me in the summer, but this bronzer and this highlighter would not work for me at all in the summer. Like, I couldn't even try to use them in the summer. It just wouldn't work. So this palette is honestly, I love the idea, and I do love the formula of them, and I love the highlighter. Like, it's Mary Lou. Everyone talks about Mary Lou, Bahama Mama, Down Boyfriend. Like, everyone talks about these. They're iconic, but they're just too light for me, and you can even see right here. Like, there's no way that's bronzing me, and this highlighter is going to leave a white cast, no matter what. So it's just very, but the thing is that what I just I want it to keep it so bad that I feel like I have to just test it out. That's like my big, I just don't want to get rid of it. So I definitely have to test this out a little bit, I think, and see what I want to do with it. I might just give it to a friend before, like, I don't know if I want to keep testing it out and then give it a lot of use and then my friend is like, what the heck, this is crazy. Whereas right now it's basically brand new. So we're just gonna, I don't know. So we're putting obviously in the decision bin because I just don't know what to do with it. We're gonna try. And these two, honestly, this one is weighing right now in a project pan, so I can't use it really to test it out. But I think I'm gonna keep it because I'm not keeping a lot of blushes, and even though I have all my Tarte blushes, I feel like these are just different shades and a different formula that is unique enough, I think, to keep. So we're gonna keep that. But this one, I love this highlighting palette. That's the e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam highlighting palette. Obviously, they just came out with these and I love them. But honestly, I just don't wear highlight enough to justify keeping an entire palette. And I bought it because I was so excited. And the formula is phenomenal. Their metallic filler highlighters are great, but I love these two up here. They're absolutely stunning. Like, stunning. And they're not too light for me because you can see, like, once you blend them out, they look like so pretty. And then they have deeper shades like this one that you can just mix and match. And it's just so stunning. So beautiful. I love the highlighters in here. I don't wear highlighter enough to justify them. And if I am, I'm using like my Luna by Luna or my 0 for 1 or my like 0 for Trio or just other things before this one that I don't know if it is, again, unique enough to keep. I love the formula. Like I said, I love e.l.f. and I don't know what to do. And I would recommend this times 10. If you are a highlight person, this will be your best friend. But I'm just like I love my blushes. That's why I can hoard a bunch of blushes and feel okay. But I feel like wrong hoarding all these highlighters and I don't really use them. Even though I love them. So again, testing, see if there's something I find that I truly love about it that I have to keep it for. I don't know. Going in there, it's getting bigger and bigger. But we're keeping all the rest of my... Is that 5 now? Are we at 5? Yes, we're at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I got rid of those, we'd be at 5. That's great. So yeah. Now we can move on to like eyes and eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so these are my only eyeshadow palettes that have more than 10 pans in them. The rest of them have 10 or less, which is really funny. But I used to have so many, but I don't like big palettes. So these are the ones that are kind of like, oh, I should just get rid of them. But I love these two palettes down here. Makeup Revolution I just talked about these in an underrated makeup video. So underrated. I love it. The mirror always falls out, and it always stabs the shadow. How rude. Anyway, I gotta glue it in. I love both these. I love this palette, and I love the formula. I love the shades, everything about it. So that's like non-negotiable, and it's kind of, because it's so neutral, it's okay that it's so big, because it's really just easy. You just kind of you can easily figure out a look. It's not too hard to navigate on every day, you know? So I really, really love this. And I have not tried this palette yet. Again, it's a way for a project pan kind of thing. But I'm going to keep it. It's all blue. I haven't tried it yet. So those two are, like, again, non-negotiable. These are the two, I think, and out of my whole collection, I think these are the two that are kind of going to be on the chopping block. This one is my 9 in 2019 Pan That palette. Some of the shades I have in, like, a different palette because I'm trying to use them every day. But I just don't know if I'm going to keep it after I finish this project pan. Hopefully I expand. I want to hit pan on at least half of them. Honestly, I wanted to do it in all of them, but some of like these two shades here, these 3 shades, honestly, and like this pink, those are probably not going to happen. This one maybe, and this one maybe, but really, like some of these, there's no way I'd hit pan on any of these or the pink. So it's going to be really, really difficult for me to hit pan on all of them. This one eventually, you can see the huge dip, but I just don't know if I'm going to keep it afterward. Again, it's kind of like the same thing as my other products. Do I hate it because I'm tired of the formula or tired of these shades, or do I want to get rid of it because it's been in the project pan? So I really need to rekindle my love for this. This one, honestly, though, I don't know how much I'm going to use it in the month of November because I want to use it all December to kind of crank out all the products in here to get rid of the products. So I'm going to put it in my chopping block, but if I update you and I didn't have a lot of use on it, that's why. All right, and then next is this palette right here. This is the e.l.f. Opposite Attract palette. I love this palette, and I think it's so great. The shade Clever, Spicy, I love it. Easy Going down here is beautiful. Even the shade Warm, like Cheeky. This whole side, I love this warm side a lot more than the cool side, obviously, but I just love this shade up here. It's so unique, and I barely swatched it. But anyway, so pretty, and I wear it all the time. But my only problem with this thing is that it's such a big palette. I just don't use it a lot, and I don't know if I should get rid of it again. It doesn't even look new. It looks used and abused, but get rid of it while it's not expired, you know? So I just don't know. I gotta test it out further, see what kind of looks I can come up with it. So chopping block, she goes. All right, so then these are just like some of my smaller palettes. Obviously, I think this is Ring the Alarm from Jaclyn Hill. Love that palette. Bling Boss from Jaclyn Hill. Not really. Like, I love it. It's nothing like I would really consider decluttering. Now, this lady actually, again, took some of the shades out to use. And honestly, I took some of the most used shades out of this palette. And again, like, is this something that's worth keeping once I use those shadows up? Like, I don't know. And honestly, quite honestly, I've had this is probably my second oldest palette besides my Dream Street palette. So it's going on, I think, 2 years old soon or some, yeah, definitely, yeah, 2 years old. So I don't know. This shade would be another one. I would take out Kooky here because it's beautiful. And then maybe In One Ear, but I have so many shades like it. And like Redonkulous, I love that shade, but it's not like unique enough. And I don't use Quirky. Scatterbrain was a terrible, terrible shade. And I don't use Out the Other or Oddball. So it's like, I took out all the most used shades, and then this didn't fit in the other palette, so I would take out this one. But once those are all gone, like, is this palette worth keeping? I don't know. Like, so I think I have to kind of put it on the chopping block and determine if those shimmers are worth keeping almost. I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, so that one we'll put on the chopping block. These are my children. I love these palettes. Boss Babe, Sleigh Bell, and Party Animal. I was thinking of Party Animal, but I feel like I just love it for a staple, good color look whenever I need it. So, yeah, so we don't need to put her on the chopping block. I kind of determined my feelings. Alright, so these kind of three back here definitely keeps Tickled Peach, Hot Buttered Rum, my children, Huda Beauty, Ruby Obsessions. I like this palette enough to keep it. This is, actually, I think Tarte. Tarte is just a keep. I really want to have this a Tarte palette in my collection. So if I get another Tarte one and I like it better than this one, I might declutter this one. But I really do like the shades in here. The shimmers are pretty. Everything about this is super neutral, super easy. So nothing to complain about. It's just not my favorite. So it could go if I had another option. But I really like Tarte, having a Tarte palette. And like Tarte and Too Faced, being able to like, I don't know, have those, I really enjoy. So I'm going to keep that one. This is kind of where I have a really hard time, y'all. I don't use these, and this one was my favorite for a really long time, and it still is such a good palette. I don't find myself reaching for it, and it could just be because I have so many palettes, you know, obviously, like, some of them are just gonna feel neglected, and I'm okay with that, and I kind of want to keep, this one's the only, like, pure drugstore palette, like, you can find it at the drugstore, literally, I think I'm gonna keep that one. But these two right here are just, again, I just don't use them. You know, I don't know, we have a lot of palettes to test out. I feel like these two can wait till next time to determine if I need to declutter them or not. Well, we'll save you. I really want to have 15 eyeshadow palettes by January. And right now I have like 17 or something. I think it's 17. Like that. So determining kind of which ones out of these three can go, I guess, will be the, you know, deciding thing. So we're okay with these for now. We're just going to do these real quickly. None of my eyeliners are really on the chopping block. This is kind of the only unique fun color I have, so I like to have it. I actually did get rid of one, which was the white eyeliner. And that was just because it went bad, the formula went bad. But, like, my black one's fine, my brown one's fine. And this one's kind of going to get used up soon anyway, so it's really alright. I feel like I like all of them enough, so we're okay there, I think. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 is fine for me, and honestly, it will be 4 eventually. And then kind of as far as brow pencils, again, they're all really fine, but having 3 is fine, and there's not a lot left in, like, these two. There's not a lot left in them. This one does have a lot, but it's because it's new, but they're fine. So quickly, and then these, again, one of them is, I just used up one mascara. These 2 are almost done, so really, like, they're fine. This thing is in a product pan, so hopefully I get that used up. Again, mascaras are fine. And then hopefully I'll only have these 3. The only thing kind of I think is this e.l.f. All Day Stay eyeshadow primer. I just don't think the step is worth it at all, so I don't know. All right. And I think, okay, just to finish this off before lips, I do want to do lips quickly as well. But are my single shadows, kind of singles. These are my glitter shadows. Honestly, I probably should put these on the chopping block. I think we'll put this one on the chopping block. Nothing really, it's an eye light from, I don't know, Model Co, I don't know, something like that, in the shade St. Bart's. I got it in an Allure box, and I do like the shade. I just haven't used it in a while. I feel like I could use that one, so we're gonna try it, see if I want to get rid of them. And this one's in a project pan, and I think we're okay here. None of them, like this one I want to put on the chopping block, but it's just, I'm not going to use it. Just like kind of like the ColourPop eyeshadow palettes, they're just not in season right now. So why put it on the chopping block now? Because I know I'm not going to use it, but like maybe wait till summer or something. So we'll see about this one. But yeah, we're kind of okay here. Right? All right, so we're just going to quickly go through lipsticks. I do liquid lipsticks. I do have them swatched right here. It goes from pinkest, obviously, like down to deepest, and then like same. Kind of this one's my Huda Beauty. This one's then to Primark, Huda Beauty to Primark. It's hard to explain, but anyway, this is my pink eyeliner, pink lip liner, the pink one over there. This one's definitely going on the chopping block. I don't use it, and I don't know if I need to use it. It's super light for me, and honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use it in the next couple weeks. I think I'll probably wear it like in a video or something, see if I like it. But definitely going on the chopping block. This next one is the Illamasqua coloring pencil in the shade Lust, and I do really like this. I think it's really cool. We got this in a subscription bag, but it's like the second shade from the pink shade. It's that second one, right? It's really hard to explain. It's just the second one on my hand, kind of going from this way to that way. Anyway, it is a really pretty shade, but it is, if you look right next to it, I have another red, and I only have one red liquid lipstick. I don't need 2 red lip liners, and the second one, and this one, the Illamasqua one just pulls really, really pink. So I need to test it out, see if I like it on its own, see if I like just wearing it maybe with a gloss or something. I don't know. These 2 are kind of just going in the pile. And then I only have one oh my gosh. Okay. I only have one actual lipstick, keeping Sephora Lip Story in the shade Labyrinth City, my favorite. I love that, keeping that. Alright, so now we have glosses. I know I have a lot. These are my more pigmented glosses over here. These are my just pink kind of glosses. They're not super pigmented, but they are pink. They do pull pink. And then these are just like my glittery glosses back here. So starting like kind of over here in this category, we're gonna put this Alamar Cosmetics one on the chopping block. It's in the I don't know what the shade is, whatever. But either way, I don't like this, and I think it's too sticky. But I somehow keep it, like I can't get myself to get rid of it. I think I just might like the shade or something. But I don't know. I just gotta test it out, see what I truly don't like about it and what I truly like about it that's making me keep it and want to get rid of it at the same time. So I don't know. We're gonna definitely put that on the chopping block. But for this one, yeah, chopping block she goes. This one's hard because it's pink. Again, this one might just go in a video or something. Yeah, I gotta put it in a chopping block because I don't wear it, and I love all my other ones better. I just gotta do it. I love the formula. They're $3, so worth it. But I just have so many. You can see I have like 10 glosses. 11 glosses, oh my gosh, and like that's ridiculous. So I just don't need it, but we're gonna put it on a chopping block. So I'm happy with this collection. We're gonna put these 2 on the chopping block. Real quick, I forgot I wanted to do masks as well. I only have 4 here, but I have a few that I want to put on the chopping. Well, I have 2 that I want to put on the chopping block. That first is this Sephora mud mask. I got it as a little sample, and I used it the other day, and like I kind of used the crap out of it because you use a lot for like one face. But I feel like I don't know. I used this, and then the next day my face was broken out. But I also used like a number of other products, so I really think it might be this Apto skin cream. So I'm just gonna straight up declutter this. I'm not even gonna try to fight with it. That one's just going. But because it really burned my skin, but not like this tingles your skin, but this burned my skin, and I did not like it at all. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. But this one, I don't know if this is what's drying my skin out. So I feel like I kind of gotta try this out, test it a little bit more. And now, this I also want to put on the chopping block because it's the Ahaba Hydration Cream Mask. And it's meant to hydrate, and I need that right now so badly in my skin. But I don't know if this is kind of good enough for that. I didn't really love it last time I used it, but I want to know, like, if using it right consistently, will it be great for my skin? So those two, I'm scared to use this, so I'm skeptical about putting it in the chopping block, but I'm almost done with it, and I've used it before, and my skin never reacted like this. That's the thing. So I've used it multiple times, and my skin never reacted like this, but this I've only used once before, and I don't really remember, so this is the second time, and it really broke me out. So I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm just gonna put these two on the chopping block, declutter this, and keep this one. I really do like this one. It's cool. Now we have this whole pile here. We have this whole pile here on the chopping block. It's a really big pile, and my collection would probably like go down significantly if I got rid of all these products and just threw them out. I would never do that because some of these are like good products, but I'm just saying, like, I'd go down pretty significantly. And why keep products like this? Why keep something that I don't love? So this is kind of determining if I love them, if I could ever love them, what way works for me, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Really hope you enjoy it. There's no verse today, but remember that God loves you. If you ever need to talk about any situation, I'm always here. You can DM me at makeup_Marissa612, or you can comment down below anything you want. Please subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to see my makeup inventory, subscribe. Like this video, because obviously I'll be doing that in December, January, maybe around there. So yeah, now goodbye.